somebody who is making plans and not letting too many people know what's going on, but they feel like it's time to leave. We could have somebody who feels like they need a fresh start in a completely different city, or maybe even someone who feels like they need to be more discreet and even like make a name change or change their phone number. But with this Queen of Swords, it feels like there is a need for boundaries and like essentially disappearing from someone's life. So if we don't have someone who's planning to at least go no contact, then I think it would be, I want to make it very difficult for you to be able to find me. So this could be about a romantic relationship ending, or even just feeling like it's time to distance yourself from a family member or a group of people. And this could be about you or someone that you know. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find it in the description box along with more information on how to get extra content as a member. Thank you to the members. And you can also find a link to my Etsy shop in that description box if you are looking for a homemade soy candle. Hello, Cherry. Hello, Dracula. Hello, Nat Nat. Hello, Hannah. How are we doing today? Happy Tuesday. I think we will dive in with... we're going to go with the Yoshitaka Amano Tarot. And let's see what else we have. Three of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So in other words, I've pulled 4 cards total from 2 different tarot decks. They each have 78 cards. And from both of the tarot decks, we have the Two of Wands. And this is a card that talks about planning. So I do feel like this is saying, you know, I know this is not where I want to be, and I know I don't want someone to know how to like reestablish connection or communication with me. So I'm going to make it extremely difficult for them to figure me out. Not going to tell people where I'm going, and one day I'm just going to be like, okay, I'm gone. So I don't feel like we've got like 2 weeks notice here. I don't feel like we've got somebody who's leaving a forwarding address. I think it's going to be one of those things where all of a sudden, like, I'm not here, I quit, I'm gone. Like, you can't find me. Hello, Redbeard, how are you doing? Hello, B, how's your day? We're going to have, I think, another rainy day here, so... not quite as hot, at least. All right, what else do we have about this person who's leaving quickly, doesn't want anyone to know? We have the Star and the King of Swords. Oh, I love these cards. Look how beautiful that is. So the Star sometimes talks to me about like location, right? GPS almost. But it can also talk about somebody who's famous. And I do kind of feel like this is a bit of like a Chappelle in the early 2000s kind of thing. I have done something of note. I have achieved something I worked for, right? Because we have that Three of Pentacles. But now I'm like too recognizable and I don't want people to be able to figure me out. I want to have a little bit of a break. I'm gonna get a body card and, you know, disappear to some tropical island and nobody's gonna know where I am. Hello, Exxon, please call me Carmen. Hello, Mac, how are we doing today? Hello, Ray Orbison. Hey, Mads, I think you have a misinterpretation of spirituality. I would encourage you to look up the word Saturnalia and see what you learn. Thank you, Nat Nat. So we've got 9 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. I need a little bit of peace and quiet, and I don't want anybody to have my number. I don't want anybody to be able to email me. I'm just gonna be, you know, impossible to reach. That's true, Redbeard. Hello, Danny. How are you doing? No, thank you. I don't need that. And I wish the best for you, but it sounds like my content is not for you. I think if you really wanted to understand that which you practice as far as religion, you would want to know its origins. And much of the Christian religion was taken directly from paganism in order to make sure that people would embrace it. So, know your roots. Hello, Leo. How are you doing? Hello, Melissa. How are you doing today? We've got the Six of Swords and the Four of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. I've made some good money. I might have another offer. Maybe they want another album, or maybe they expect a sophomore book after a wild success of the first one. But I want to travel. I want to get a little bit of time to myself and digest what has changed. So maybe this is someone who has become famous overnight. Maybe this is somebody who has decided to divorce and they need to get away from some family. But this feels to me a little bit more like it's someone who doesn't want to be in the limelight. And I know there are people who feel like I should accept the offers that are coming to me. Maybe this is even romantic offers, but all I really want is to be by myself in some beautiful place and forget the world for a little bit. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? Hello. Is it Erin? What else do we have? Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and the Devil. Yeah, leave a message at the beep, or sorry, I'm not checking my email, like a do not disturb, or like out of office. I've had enough, stress and anxiety lately. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So this is like, I know how to recover from all of this, long days and months of work. You might think that you can convince me that I need to strike while the iron is hot, but even if this is the only success that I have, it's been wild success, so I'm just going to take that, but also respect the fact that I need to be able to have some measure of peace, or like a vacation, right? All right, this is the Golden Lenormand. The Devil is a card that is often associated with fear, codependence, feeling like you have no options. So we have some people who feel like if you don't take advantage of all the opportunities that are coming to you at this moment, then all of them will disappear. So it's kind of coming through like a manager of this star is looking at them and saying, you've got like 10 movie offers because of your recent success. You should go right back into filming something. Or you had this major hit and everyone loves your album, but we can't wait until you do another one. And whoever I'm reading, the Queen of Swords star energy does not have to be a woman, by the way. This is someone who's saying, no, I am human. I need a break. I need a little bit of recuperation. Hello, Raven. Hello, Mystic. Yes, I agree with that, Matt. That's true. Hello, Erin. How are you doing? So we do have the woman clouds, and the coffin. Yeah. So I'm going to disappear. I know everybody wants to find out what I'm up to, or, you know, interview me, or say, you know, what's next. But with that coffin, it's like, I feel like my physical health has taken a toll or needs to have some focus. I'm trying to think. Okay, so the obvious example in my mind right now is, I think her name is Indy Navarrete. She was the star, or is the star of Obsession, which has kind of, I don't know, exposed the movie industry for, like, maybe you should stop recycling the same old story and look into what other people might have as far as fresh new ideas. She's become famous overnight. I'm sure there are people who are like, hey, so you're like everybody's new favorite thing. Can we like get you into a movie? And it might be a little bit overwhelming, right? Like drinking from a fire hose. It's something along those lines where we have someone that's saying, no, 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 you need to give me a moment because I haven't recovered from the work that I've done, or I need to take a breather. I'm not a robot. Hello, Shamika. How are you doing? Hey, convict. That looks a lot like politics to me. Just to let you know, I'm going to block your username if you continue to talk about things that are completely unrelated. Okay? Hello, Rage. How you doing today? Hello, Callan. Hello, Shane. I hope you're doing well. Page of Dreams or Page of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Dreams or Knight of Swords in the reverse. Everything's happened so fast. I feel like I haven't had a moment to breathe, or I haven't taken a day off in ages. And everyone is expecting more. It's like I don't have a moment to breathe. 2 sevens in a row. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, 7 of Skins, which is the 7 of Wands. So we have someone saying, nope, we're going to need to like put a pause on that because I need a little vacation. I need a little R&R, right? I'm glad to hear that, Shane. Hey, Pork, you want to try that again? Only this time be respectful. Unless that's just not something in your wheelhouse. So we have Death and the King of Songs or King of Cups. And the Page of Songs or Page of Cups in the reverse. Everything has changed all at once. This person can't go out in public. This person feels like everybody's looking at them or wants like to talk to them, and they just want to be invisible for a little bit. Need a little bit of emotional, like an emotional break, right? So this is likely somebody who does something artistic, but that artistic expression can also, even though it may initially start off as like, this is a way for me to process emotions and I feel better afterwards, it can also be like overdone, right? So it's like, just, you know, leave me alone for a little bit. I need a break. All right, so why do I feel like we have someone who's gonna say, you don't need a break. We gotta keep going. Yeah. So we have someone, maybe a manager, maybe it's somebody who benefits like a spouse who's like, yeah, like take a little break, that's fine. But, you know, in like 24 hours, can we get back to it? We have someone whose financial situation is closely tied to the star, and their thinking is, you should just keep moving, you should keep doing this, right? Yeah, take like a 5-minute break or whatever, but we don't want to miss out on the opportunities that are coming to you now that you have been recognized or now that you have gone viral. Hello, Javier. Let's not do all caps, please. Eight of Dreams, or Eight of Swords in the reverse, and the Two of Songs. This is making it sound more like this is a musician, but I do think it's an artistic individual that we're picking up on here. So people find the Queen of Swords star individual very relatable. And there's high demand. Give me more. I know you worked diligently to produce that first thing that everybody fell in love with, but we want to make more money. So, like, what else you got in there? Eight of Honey or Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Dreams, which would be the Six of Swords. Nope, I don't have any, like, energy left. I am not the Energizer Bunny. So I need to have some time to feel inspired. I need to have some time to let, you know, those, I don't know, stresses and anxieties from that unreasonable pace. I need to, like, deal with that. It's true, Matt. Hello, Rachel. How we doing? Are we being inappropriate, Rage? If I ask for you to be appropriate, would you do that? This is the Romani Tarot. Three of Bowlers, which is the Three of Pentacles or Three of Wheels. And we got that at the very beginning with the first card from the Yoshitaka Amano. The Three of Pentacles talks about cooperation or work. It's taking its toll, you know, especially if you're touring, right? All right, Rich. Thank you, Hannah. Need to know about career and love. Any messages from Dad? Awesome. I've added that for you. Thank you, Hannah. Five of Bowlers or Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Bowlers or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's an argument that happens. We have people that want to make money and feel like this, like the show must go on, right? Like Matt said. And this Queen of Swords is being selfish by wanting to take a break. Like, what do you mean you're not going to work? There's opportunity and I want to make that money. I think this Queen of Swords is straight up like, okay, since y'all don't want to listen to the fact that I said, no, I don't want to work anymore right now. I've been working too much. I need to take a break in order for there to be an ability for me to continue on. If y'all don't want to listen to my answer, then I'm just going to disappear and I'm not going to ask permission. I'm just going to be gone because you're not taking me seriously. Hello, Con. How are you doing today? Hello, See the Gray. What's up? Enjoy your break, Redbeard. A little bit, but not too crazy, Rachel. So we have Death in the reverse and the Eight of Wands. So, screw you guys, I'm going home. You don't want me to be able to, like, take a break then I'm just going to make the decision myself. I'm gonna just like randomly buy a plane ticket and you won't be able to find me. You know, maybe you'll be able to see that I bought that plane ticket, but then I'm gonna like disappear from there. I'm gonna turn my phone off. I'm not gonna answer my email, and y'all can just like cool it. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Wands, or the Three of Koshis. We have somebody here who is very upset and like stubborn. Like, I get it. You feel like you need a break, but I feel like I need more money. I think we have somebody who follows this Queen of Swords star energy and is trying to get their way. So it's like a chase through the Serengeti, or I'm gonna find you in Bali on a beach, and even though you think that you've been able to escape me, nope. So we have the Hierophant in the reverse and the Chariot. A little bit of like an unyielding energy. Like, you said you didn't want to work anymore, but I'm going to make you because I need more money. And I make money when you do the work. I don't like it. All right, so this is the Stained Glass Tarot. Hello, Trevor. How are you doing? Hey, Lennis. Please call me Carmen if you don't mind. Hello, Renee. The way that you spell delivery. LOL. All right, so we got the King of Wands in the reverse and the Ten of Wands. I'm angry. This is an excellent deal. You could be making like millions, and so could I. There's a hair stuck to my arm. I got it. So I'm gonna show up and ruin your vacation. Did your boss ever do that to you? Hey, so I know you're on like a vacation or whatever, but the system broke down and you're the only one who knows how to fix it. Could you like, you know, make it work again, please? Just stop being on vacation. I even had a situation where my boss told me that my approved vacation was no longer approved because they really needed me to stay for Labor Day weekend and do inventory. I was like, really? That's interesting. Oh gosh, look at the time. I'm good. I quit. There's no need for you to do that on a holiday weekend. You're just being a jerk. So we have someone who's being a jerk. They're like, I know you told me not to call you, or I know you told me that you need a break, but I need a new yacht. I need some new Jordans. I need a new car. So I'm going to find you on your vacation and I'm going to interrupt you. Yes, we need you to do more work, please. Oh, look at you. You've got a little bit of a tan going. Is that enough of a break then? It's an offer too good to refuse, and I know you made your decision and you didn't want to actually, you know, do any work this week, but I said yes. I signed on the dotted line, so now you have to cut your vacation short. No, but he looked like him. That's not entirely true. It was really gratifying, though, to be like, oh gosh, I didn't realize that it was so important to you that we do the monthly inventory at the very beginning of the month, just when I have, you know, requested vacation that you already approved. That's interesting. Hello, Lee. How are we doing today? Oh gosh, I sure hope so, but let's take a look. Will Sage be safe this week with the ex? I'll be sending protective energy her way, but we'll take a look. For 2 years? That ain't a vacation. A 2-year-long vacation? Shoot, I hadn't even had like a 2-month vacation. What's that like? All right, so we've got Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Sun. Yeah. We've got people basically like changing plans for this Queen of Swords. We signed the document for you. We agreed that you would do this. I know you said you need a break, but that offer was too good. And people want to see you. People want to have more of your music or your acting, whatever it might be. So you're just going to have to like put your needs on hold. Oh, I hope you get a chance to. Hey, goth boy, I'm putting you in a baby timeout. It looks like you're being judgmental. You can come back in 5 minutes if you want to be respectful, but you might find a better video in that 5 minutes, right? Something more your pace, like how to do dark eye makeup. I'm laughing because I obviously have dark eye makeup on, okay? So, you know, if you need a little bit of instruction, you let me know. We got the 8 of Swords. Ooh, and Strength. 2 8s. I feel like this Queen of Swords is too smart for their management team or too smart for the people who are demanding more. We want more. Too bad. I'm closed. We ain't available. You're gonna have to be patient. I feel like this is like I get to my destination, I get some sort of message, and it tells me that so-and-so is coming to find me and like convince me that I need to do more work. So then I change my plans and I go to a place that's even more difficult for you to find me. Like, good luck. I'm taking this break. Wow. And we have the Devil again. We have Temperance. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I know you're obsessed. I know that you feel like the only thing that makes you happy in life is if you add more zeros to your bank account. But the truth is, great art is really difficult to just like, I don't know, pump out like they're, what do they make a lot of at one time? Swiss cake rolls? Tootsie rolls? Like, if you really want a meaningful book written, generally speaking, you're not going to be able to just like write 8 of them a year and they're all amazing, right? This is someone who's saying, I don't think you understand. If I'm going to be effective, if I'm going to be able to do what I want to do or what I do for work, I also have to be able to recharge. I have to be able to recalibrate. So I'm going to walk away from you. I'm not going to be very easy for you to find. This is the Kipper. A lot of hiding spots. Excellent. Yep, that's important. So this is the Kipper. We have thoughts and adjudication. Well, I already signed the contract for you, so if you break it, then there might be some sort of like fine or fee. I feel like this Queen of Swords is going to be like, cool, I'll pay it, but I'm not doing that work. I didn't agree to it. For some of you, since we've had Death and the Coffin come out, this could be someone who's saying, I appreciate that you want me to work, but I am dealing with a family situation right now. I appreciate that you would like to make money off of me right now, but I ain't available. I'm processing things that happen in life and processing my emotions. And that's just how it is. But we have someone who thinks they can be kind of sneaky and sign this star up for more work. Because I say so, because I want more money. So I don't have a chance to be famous, but I can live vicariously through you. No, thank you. We could end up having a manager that gets fired. We could have somebody who decides, you know, like, okay, well, I made enough money to like live off of. I don't need, like, you know, if they made like 2 million, they might be like, well, that's enough for me. I could go live in a hut on the beach and nobody needs to hear from me again. But we have some greedy people working with them that want more. We have Sneaky Link, Lucky Break, and Bonnie and Clyde. Part of the reason we have somebody who's desperate for money. Oh, thank you so much, Redbeard. That's so kind of you. And we've got some new members. Welcome to the membership. Hello, Rukia. How are you doing? Redbeard, let me know if you would like me to do a few questions or pull a few cards for you. And yes, isn't that the fun part when you get to see who got lucky? Yeah, this is like, we are in a partnership and I felt like I could sign you up for more work. I feel like they have like an expensive boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, I need to be able to afford more $1,000 steak dinners, please. I really need you to hurry up and get back to work. Interesting. There could also be something here about wanting this famous person to accept a role that goes against their principles, because we also have the Kinky Ways card. Otherwise, we just have a manager who's like, I need to keep making money or I'm not going to be able to keep like my sugar baby happy. To each their own, I suppose. Oh, are you still upset, goth boy? Come on, we could be friends. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Thank you. Hello, Dub Styles. How are you doing? So we have this disappearing act, right? The star is looking at this and saying, I just don't care for your greedy attitude. I don't care for the fact that you want to treat me like I'm a robot who doesn't have needs or like doesn't need to sleep or doesn't need like vacation time. Like, what is all the money in the world worth to me if I don't get to actually experience my life? If it's just work, 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 right? All right, let's go with... Okay, so I introduced 2 new decks yesterday in shorts, but I confess I'm not ready to use them yet. So we're gonna go with the Native American Tarot. One, because the, what is it, Russian fortune teller deck, I feel like I'm missing a word there, which I was kind of confused by. It actually says that you're supposed to use all of the cards when you do a reading. I'm not really like that. So I might use them only for personal readings, or I have to come up with a different way to leverage them. So I'm noodling on that for a little bit. Hello, Ashton. How are you doing? Are you okay, Rage? It's okay. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse or the Ace of Blades in the reverse. I'm going to tell you yes, even though it's not true. And I feel like this is the manager and also the star. Like I'm agreeing to a contract on your behalf. And the star is like, that's cool, but I didn't actually agree to it, so you're going to have to deal with that fallout. Why do I know that? Because we have Defiance. And then we have the Wish card in the reverse. Wow, that's wild. Because we were just referencing to the movie Obsession, which is about, what was it, like a willow or something? Where he makes a wish. Very similar to a love spell, which I never condone. If you want to manifest love into your life, that's cool. But if you're trying to wish for one particular person to love you, you are signing up for trouble. No worries, Rachel. I hope they go well. So we have somebody who feels like they can get everything that they want by managing this star. And instead we have someone who's like, I think I'm actually just like done. I don't think I want any more. I'm not going to tell you where I am. I'm not going to tell you how to communicate with me. I'm outie. Toodaloo. Then we have Indolence. The 8 of Cups, which is about walking away. And we also have another 8, the Sand Painter in the reverse. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like, I'm out of here. I quit. I'm out of here. Oh wait, there was a you're cool in there, right? All right, we are past time for the personal questions, so I'm going to dive in. This is the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot. So we've got Hannah up first. What does Hannah need to know with regards to career? Four of Swords in the reverse, Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I see some mismanagement here. I'm communicating about what I need or what's going on, but I don't give you as much time as you need to be able to complete the tasks. So it's like, hey, we just need like a 9-page paper and it's due by tomorrow, okay? There's something here about not giving enough time to complete a task. And with the Page of Pentacles being in the reverse, this is like you could have done a better job of like setting this up or preparing or allowing the time for that. But with the Ace of Pentacles, I still see you like hitting a home run. So I don't know if this just means you end up working late or you end up kind of surprising this person. It's like they want you to look bad and you still end up looking good. Like, yeah, I know you thought that I wasn't going to be able to complete that, or I know you thought that I was going to be like throwing my hands up in the air like, oh, how could you? Oh, thank you, Lee. That's so kind of you. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Livia. Of course. I hope you're having a good day. No, I'm not into that, Scott, and I'm smarter than you think. But if you would like to come back and not do something to try to trick me to say something stupid, you're welcome to come back. But if you keep doing that, then I'm just going to block your account, okay? So we have 7 of Cups and the 9 of Swords with the 7 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're able to overcome like a test or somebody trying to put you at a disadvantage because you're resourceful. You're able to anticipate that, you know, you probably need to get a little bit creative with it. And with the 7 of Swords in the reverse, you may be wondering, like, was this person just like messing with me? And trust your intuition because I think you know the truth. This is somebody who is hoping to catch you off guard, but you end up coming through as the hermit, someone who finds a way to get it done. So don't give up in a tricky situation. You're going to find a way to execute on it. And what about with love? What does Hannah need to know, please? Knight of Cups, the World, the Ten of Wands, and the King of Wands. There is a chapter ending, a shift in your love life, but it's like an intermission during a play where it feels like there is like an emotional desert. Is this with one particular person? Okay, so there's one person here in particular that this is about, where you were wondering or are wondering, why did you make an offer or show some interest, but then walk away? This is someone who didn't want to tell you what was going on. Was it because it was somebody else? No. This person was going through something that caused some depression for them. Is this an ex? Yes. So you have an ex that is coming back around, and they're going to give you more detail about why they walked away or why they rejected you. I feel like you may have expected it to be some sort of competition, like someone else they were interested in, but there was actually a really difficult, it may even be like a legal dispute. There was a really difficult thing happening within a family situation. So this is someone who's looking for a second chance. Anybody new headed towards Hannah? Sorry. Yes. So you have someone from your past coming back around, and you also have someone new that is interested in you. And we have the Wheel and the Ten of Pentacles for this new person. This is someone who has gone through a significant amount of change in the last year of their life. They feel like things are settling down, and they have the ability now to be emotionally connected with somebody. So they're coming out of like a pretty hectic or stressful time in their life, and they're looking to connect with somebody who's like real and emotionally mature. Just because I took so many cards from that one, I'm going to switch for you, Hannah, before I get messages from your dad. So what about messages for Hannah from her dad, please? Hello, Gracie. How are you doing? Hello, Edwin. Hello, Gavin. Thank you, Erin. Any messages for Hannah from dad, please? We have the Sun, the Hanged Man in the reverse, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Your dad wants to see you happy in a relationship. There's something here, I feel like he's referencing when you were younger, something to do with a horse. I don't know if it's like a show that you would watch, or if you actually like, you know, rode horses, or if you made a joke regarding horses. But this is like, there's something that you have changed about your approach to love that is enabling you to manifest or draw in the type of relationship that you are interested in. Hello, Christ Enlightenment. How are you doing? Ooh, that sounds tricky. I hope you can navigate that with grace. Hello, Tom. How are you doing? So, Hannah, there's a request here for you to use that discernment with regards to your love life, but to make sure that you are still like accessible or available. So does this mean that dad approves of the new person that's coming through? Medium, stands to be seen. I don't know yet. Does Hannah's dad like the ex that's coming back around? No. Disapprove. Is dad sending Hannah somebody romantically? Yes, but there's a third option. So is there 2 new people showing up for Hannah romantically? Yes. One of them is not here for the long term, and one of them is very much so capable of a long-term relationship. But we have some manifestation happening to improve your love life. And this is reiterating that you have excellent intuition, so trust it. But also remember that you are capable of being very happy on your own. It's like, I want to see you happy, but if it doesn't seem like the right relationship for you, then keep it moving. There will be other opportunities. Anything else? There's something that you may have considered to be a failure, a choice that you made, or like the wrong decision. But he wants you to be kinder to yourself. It's like you're blaming yourself for a decision that you made and you feel like it should have been made differently, but he's like, no, you're fine. I feel like there was information that wasn't available to you, and he's like, you did the best with what you had. You might feel guilty or look at yourself as like having done the wrong thing, but he views it as you did what you needed to, and it allows for something else to happen that needed to. So this looks like encouraging you to forgive yourself or let go of something in the past. Hello, Roga. Hello. How's it going, James? I do prefer to be called Carmen, please. I hope that helps, Hannah, and I'm sending you a big ol' hug. And let's see what we've got for Lee. This is the Noisy Tarot. And Redbeard, if you are still out there, I need to know if you would like me to pull some cards for you, please. You're welcome, Hannah. So for Lee, will Sage be safe this week with the ex? No. I see discomfort or feeling like I don't belong. We have the World in the reverse. It's like an unlocked door. So maybe he's also inviting someone else over as well. Or he's not telling Sage what else is going on. I see an argument breaking out over not listening to the rules or obeying the rules. Is this an argument between Sage and her father? No. Is this about her father not following the rules? Yes. So he doesn't take something seriously as far as how he's supposed to, you know, be a father, basically, or the agreement that you've made. And it upsets Sage. Will Sage communicate to Lee when this is happening? I think you'll pick up on something being strange and you'll ask if she's okay, and then she'll tell you, actually this is kind of weird. But it does feel to me like she waits for you to check in on her. But this is not where I would want a child to be. So you might have to make a decision to like pick her up. Thank you, Jagula. I appreciate it. All right. Well, did we get an answer from Redbeard? Redbeard, did you leave? I suppose I could ask him if he wants me to pull some cards on the next reading I see him. Because if I'm honest, y'all, I'm a little bit hungry, so I think I'm going to go eat. Sending protective energy out there for Yuli and for your daughter. And for Hannah, I hope things go well. Especially with the career thing. It looks like somebody's trying to trip you up, but you're too smart for them, so... All right, I love you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.